A very warm welcome to all of you to Angrejimaster, your own YouTube channel. We have already discussed the 100 Dresses Part 1 of Class 10th English Literature book, First Flight. We already discussed its summary, theme, title and three major characters in that video. In the present video, we shall summarize the 100 Dresses Part 2, its theme and character sketch of the teacher, Miss Mason. We hope it will help you understand the story better. But first, let's recap. In the first part, we read that a poor Polish girl, Wanda, was made a laughingstock because of her strange name and her reply that she had 100 dresses all lined up. We also noticed that after the competition, Peggy and other girls recognized her talent when they saw the paintings of the dresses she talked about all lined up in the classroom. Not only this, but Peggy, who bullied her, also admired Wanda's art very generously. Crestfallen Wanda became the uncrowned princess within moments as soon as the results were announced. But the million-dollar question is, was Wanda there to enjoy her newfound prestige? Let's find out. While the children were still marveling at the awe-inspiring drawings, Miss Mason received a note from the principal's office. She read that repeatedly and became a bit thoughtful. Finally, she addressed the students that she wanted to read the letter to them. From her gestures, it was amply clear to the students that the letter contained something important. The letter was from Wanda's father, Jan Petronsky. He informed that Wanda and her brother Zeke would no longer be attending the school as they were moving to a big city. Nobody would be shouting at them in a derogatory manner because of their Polish origin in that big city. Moreover, there would be a lot of people with funny names. He ended his letter on a sarcastic note. The entire class was dumbstruck on listening to that letter. Miss Mason said she just hoped that no one tried to make fun of Wanda on purpose, especially regarding her name or the kind of clothes she would wear. And if at all it was done, she was sure it must have happened inadvertently. She very intelligently, without being coercive, made her students go for introspection. Maddie was probably the only one who was feeling extremely guilty, being a silent spectator of what was being done to poor Wanda. Peggy, on the other hand, still did not consider her act worthy of analysis, as she thought she was just trying to make a liar tell the truth. Maddie just hoped Peggy would join her to Boggins Heights to meet Wanda, if she had not left the town yet. They wanted to share the news of her winning the contest and that they truly admired her soulful paintings of 100 dresses. After the school, Peggy inquired of Maddie if they could go to Wanda. Maddie readily agreed. This particular act brings to the fore that Peggy too had similar feelings. Probably she too was feeling a bit apologetic like that of Maddie. Consequently, they started for Boggins Heights. On reaching there, they saw a white house which they thought would be Wanda's, as they noticed that though the yard was shabby, it was clean. They were reminded of Wanda's shabby but clean blue dress. They knocked at the door relentlessly, but there was no response whatsoever. Poor Maddie and Peggy understood the family had actually left the place. Later on, Peggy tried to rationalize and even tried to indirectly take the credit of Wanda's creative input in the form of those exquisite designs, but Maddie thought differently. Maddie had a sleepless night, considering herself guilty of what happened to Wanda and her family. She then rose and took an earth-shaking decision. At least for her it was. She firmly decided never to be a mute spectator and hence be a partner in crime from now on. She would speak up whenever somebody is being unduly discriminated on the basis of one's region, appearance, or strange name, even at the cost of her dearest friend Peggy's friendship. They spent entire Saturday afternoon writing a letter to Wanda. What started as a letter of apology ended up as a commonplace letter informing Wanda of her success and how much everybody admired her paintings. The letter was addressed to Wanda's Boggins Heights address with a note, "Please forward." When they didn't get any reply, they concluded Wanda was cross with them. The whole episode started getting faded from Peggy's memories, but Maddie was still reeling under the guilt of troubling Wanda. She would fancy safeguarding Wanda from anybody who would try to bully her. It was Christmas time. The entire school was decorated. Suddenly, one day before Christmas holidays, Miss Mason informed the class that she had received Wanda's letter and that they might parcel her prize to her. In her letter, Wanda observed that her new teacher was no match to Miss Mason. She further informed the class that Wanda wanted them to keep all the 100 dresses as she had made another 100 in her new house. She requested the green one to be given to Peggy and the blue one to Maddie, which they took with utmost care. Although Peggy concluded that Wanda must have received their letter, Maddie on the other hand felt frustrated as she would never be able to clear her conscience. After getting back home, Maddie penned the drawings on the wall of a shabby room. Strangely, the brilliance of the drawing brought life to the otherwise dull and drowsy room of Maddie. Maddie kept on gazing at the picture when she noticed the face of the drawing resembled hers. With tears in her eyes, she rushed to Peggy's house. They closely surveyed the picture that was given to Peggy and were amazed to find the head and face of that picture resembled Peggy's. They concluded that Wanda must have liked them. Till date, Maddie could vividly visualize Wanda telling them, "Sure, 100 dresses all lined up," and then standing alone, calm after the bullies had left. Tears would roll down Maddie's cheeks. Dear students, now let's try to sketch the character of Miss Mason. Miss Mason comes to the fore as an ideal teacher. This gem of a person has transcended all the man-made barriers and discriminations. The way she addresses the class makes it amply clear that she is a non-coercive teacher who understands students' psychology. Very tactfully, she brings home the fact that Wanda was given an unfair and unjust treatment. Being a believer of the dictum, "Catch them doing right," she refrains from resorting to scolding or punishing her students. She, in fact, utilizes that situation as opportunity to counsel her teenage students and does so very articulately. As in her letter, Wanda tells that a new teacher is no match to Miss Mason. Such teachers, in fact, are rare to find. May her tribe increase. Major theme of the 100 Dresses Part 2 is magnanimity of the gifted. People like Wanda, who are exceptionally gifted, never look at the world with a jaundiced eye. They have a broad vision and open heart. They believe in the dictum of forgive and forget. Wanda won the hearts of everybody by gifting them beautiful pictures of dresses which she exclusively painted for them. Another theme which runs parallel is accepting mistakes requires self-analysis and courage, something that Mehdi did. Then comes the resolve to correct them. In the age of adolescence, children are normally seen making fun of an easy prey. Such actions must be assertively renounced. Wanda's father's decision to move to a big city is subtly suggestive of the sub-theme of staying away from negativity, as only then one can stay focused on one's higher goals. Dear students, if you found the video informative, please like, share and subscribe Angrejimaster, your own YouTube channel. See you soon with our next video on yet another interesting topic. Till then, goodbye, stay safe and stay healthy.